Hello and welcome everyone again. Uh, this piece today, I'm going to make an acorn. Uh, why am I making an acorn? Right. Uh, Last night at our club, uh, Eugene demonstrated making an acorn, and it coincides with our monthly meetings competition piece to be a texture piece. So if you're not were familiar with an acorn, the top of it is like textured for the lid. So I'm going to make a box type acorn with the textured top of the piece and then turn the bottom. So I've never turned one of these before. It looks fairly simple, but so I have a piece of oak here. Uh, it measures 3 by 3 by 3, 3 inch all around. So I'll just bring the camera around to overhead. So there's our piece, and I have an R bit. We'll have to cut a bit off that. That's too big. So I want to make it as big as possible. So the 3 inch, I need to rough this down to the round. So that's what I'm going to do first. We'll bring that down to the round. A bit cooler out in the shade today, but you seem warm up when you start turning. Right, okay. Safety as always. I will be wearing my face shield. I had a near miss last week. I was turning a piece and it was around. It was a piece of skid, and it was something like this, only a wee bit longer. Now I had previously rounded them down to the round. I rounded down. I think 12 blanks, and I was just starting off with this one blank, and there was no visible signs of anything uh, wrong with it, any cracks, any holes in it, but it did look a wee bit on the pulky side. So as I started to cut into it again, this big bit flew off and hit me straight up the face on the face shield here, and I was glad I was wearing that. It didn't break this, it done its job, and uh, it just shows you can never tell when something's going to happen. So guys, wear your safety gear. Uh, so I had a look at the piece of wood, and I was surprised when I seen inside it. The grubs had been inside and burrowed wee holes all around it, and that's why it came apart. So that's something to look out for. You never know what's going to happen. I just got this face shield on here over my head, my headset. So we'll get this to the round. Make sure everything's tight. Stop and have a look at that. I think it's down to the round. Mightn't it be? There's a couple of wee flat bits on it. We'll stop it again and have another wee look to see. I want to keep this top piece as big as I can. So that's it around. So what next we need to do is put a tannin or spigot, whatever way you want to call it. So I'm going to put it on this end. It looks a bit straighter and then sort of flares out. Wrong tool, Paul. Oh, let's put a spigot on with that. So we'll get our beating parting tool here and cut. I would say here, round it over to here, and then all this bit is waste, because you have to make the stem where it was attached to the tree, you make it look like the acorn. And that's what Eugene done last night. He turned this bit, removed a bit of timber here, and then we proceeded to cut this down both sides and take the sides off it, and then reduce it to make a wee tail. So first of all, we want to hollow the inside of that out. Now there's various ways of doing that. You can do it with a traditional tools, or you can do it with a Forstner bit. So I'm going to do it with the tools today. I'll just change cameras. Okay, so we'll get our bowl gouge. You just want to be on center. Now you don't want to go too deep, so I'm going to finish this off with a scraper to get my bottom rounded in the bottom. You want to raise your tool rest up above center and lift your tool. I think that would be enough. I don't want to make it. I have a picture of an acorn up on the screen here. I'm just looking to see how big that is. So it looks alright. I need to clean the front of this up. So this is the lid of the piece, so it's going to fit onto the bottom part of the piece. So we'll want to sand that wee bit. So quite a good finish on the inside of that. So I'm going to put my dust extractor on. Do 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 do. Okay, we'll just give us a wee sand. Right, we'll just give it a wee taste of sand sealer. It doesn't look too bad on the inside, so we'll see what this. Sometimes when you apply finish to things, it shows up a multitude of marks and cut lines. That looks nice. So it does. If I may say so myself. So there's the depth there. So there's what I guessed the line. So it's not far away from it. So we get a parting tool and we just make a. Okay, that's that done. So we'll get our spindle gouge. I need to tidy this up a wee bit. There's a wee bit of breakout on the front of that. That oak was hard. Just trying to get my shape. Just removing some waste here to get a wee bit more room. Right. We'll have we ganders at this to see what it's like. That's quite nice, Paul. Nice bit of oak too. Right. Don't have to worry about sanding it because we're going to texture this. So the next part will be removing this waste here to leave us a, what do you call it? A wee stem for it. I'll just show you on tailstock what I'm looking at. There's the acorn there. So that's the wee stem you can see sticking up. So we're going to go for that. So I need to leave enough timber for that and so on. So so I need to remove a bit of this timber and then I can turn it around and texture this top piece, and then start to form the wee piece to make the stem. So we're going to take a wee bit more of this timber away because it's not needed. I'm going to use this wee cutter to make my thing. I'm going to use my Black & Decker Dremel style tool. As I say, there's a variety of tools on the market you could do this with, but you don't need to go out and spend big money. I picked that wee thing up, I think. I bought that 5 years ago. That wee Black & Decker tool. And for the amount of times I've had it on, it's, you know, it's still brand new. So it's got very little use. But it comes in handy when you're doing a wee bit of hollowing or texturing. So what Eugene was saying last night about the texturing, don't try and do all the fill in at once. Just go over and work it all over and then go back on it, because it'll be more random than it'll be if you try to fill in all the holes or texture all at one go, fill in as you go. You're more likely to get a pattern. You don't want a pattern. I know the acorn, the top of it, there's like a wee diamond shape on it, but I don't think it matters. So So I think we've turned it round now. Take it to the chuck and we can get working on the bottom half of it. Remember, you're putting in this in compression or expansion mode in your jaws. Don't go too mad tightening it. So I don't want to remove this spigot at the minute. I want to keep it and try and get the rest of this done down to here, and then we'll take this away and finish the stem. So I'll move that out of the way. Oh, what am I doing? Alright, I'm just going to turn it around again before I take this tenon off that, just to go over the edge again here. It's looking a wee bit flat in places, so I just want to I think I got away with that. Right, we'll concentrate on making the wee stem. And you don't want the stem to be straight, you want to put it off at an angle. So I'm going to turn most of this timber away to give me a wee bit of help before I decide to take that tool to it. So I'm going to bring the tailstock up because I want to take a good bit of this down. This will just protect it because I'm holding this by expansion and I don't want it coming off. So we'll get our spindle gouge again. And we'll remove some of this timber. Right. So I'll show you what I'm thinking of. We'll draw a wee shape on this. So we want our stem to come from this point across like that. Something like that. I'm just colouring it in. And I'm just going to use the Dremel tool here and take most of that away. I was just going to say, watch you don't knock the stem off. Right, we're going to have to make one on its own and drill a hole and put it in. It's not a problem. So I'll just right. Just give it a wee light sand over. And it's just to take any wee lumps. That's all I'm going to do to it. So we'll give that a taste of sand sealer and see how it looks. Just trying to get into all the wee nooks. It doesn't look too bad. And right, just wipe that round. And that doesn't look too bad. Just a pity that came off, but it's not the end of the world. We can make one. So okay, we'll rough that down to the round. Two wee spots. We'll get us tanning on one side of this. So we'll just come out this gradually, the line. And just beveling out the way, so if it's too tight or it's too loose here, it'll get tight as you go in. So I'll just try to run it over. No, it's not there yet. But just you take your time, stop the lathe, check it a few times. And it's not the end of the world if you go too far, because you have plenty of timber there. It's not too far away. Okay, welcome back, guys. Took a wee break there for my tea and stuff, and then I'm back out this evening to do a wee bit more to this. So where I left off, we got the lid done, and it just needs a wee bit of work done to this to make it fit nicely. So I'm just gonna just tie the edge of that up, so we'll get a nice clean fit. Okay, so I need to hollow that out. So I'll turn the speed down. So around about 1000 RPM would be close enough. I think that'll be close enough. Okay, that's that. I'll just hollow that out now. And just whatever takes you fancy. I think an ordinary spindle gouge will be suffice. Right, that's okay. That'll sand nicely. Right, the outside of this. We need to bring this down a wee bit. Just want to get a rough idea of size here. There's a few cracks appearing in this piece of wood. I'm not overly worried about it, but where'd that come off? Oh, there. See that? A wee bit just came off there. Right, we'll squirt a wee taste of sand and sealer into this to see what it's like. That doesn't look too bad. Right. Again, I'm not going to put any finish in the inside of that until finished, it'll do by hand. I'll take it off the lathe and do it. I just need to turn this around. You can see there, where are we? Overhead, aren't we? That's the inside done. I need to take that away. Also, and when I measured that with a dap stop, the bottom of my thing is about here, which is good because I don't want all this length on this. And this, the picture of the Acorn had a sort of, it rounded in and then it came out to a wee point. So we'll try and replicate that. Right. I'll take a tailstock away now. I'll see if we can remove the rest of this. It sort of had a wee point or something like that. Just reduce a wee bit. Change down to smaller gauge. Doesn't have to be a big pointy thing. I just want to put a wee I just needed to hold it to sand it. That's all I need to do to it. Just wrap a wee bit more down this end of it to hold it. Right. You can just see the burn, the black line there on the inside. That's where it needs to come off. Yeah, I'm happy enough with that. Right. It's hard to show you that. but there's one of the lines. Oh, one of the lines there. So it looks like it's part of the wood there, and the other one's just here. Sort of goes over at an angle, and it comes into the inside, and it splits. It's like de-layered, a wee bit of timber on the inside, but I've managed to get it down. You wouldn't notice it. So I'm going to make a jam chuck the other way now for this. Must check my lid to see if it still fits. You can't see it if I don't bring the camera up. Change over to overhead again. You can see that wee ridge there. That's just where I was taking timber away with the tape on it. That's where the tape was the last time. So I'll try and wrap this around and to hold that in this position while I sand that. Right. Dust extraction on. Well, 120. Just gently does it here because I've taken the tape off, so I've nothing to fall back on it. I just want to rub that right into the top, and then it's all one. Oh, come on. Give us a break. Give us a break. Right, that would be a nice wee acorn box, only for those two wee fissures in that, because that's a nice piece of timber. So it is. Right, I'll finish with that. I'm just going to give it a wee rub over it with a wee taste of Yorkshire grit. If it'll stay in place for 5 minutes. It's not going to. And we'll just apply a wee bit of polish to that now. Just microcrystalline wax I use, and that's all it's getting. I'll give the inside a wee wipe around with a wee taste of wax as well. So the only thing we'll have to make is the wee stock for the top of it. Right. Okay. Where's my screw chisel? I'm just going to drill a wee hole in this at an angle. Where'd that go? So being careful not to go through. As you can see, I'm all hopped up at night. I'm outside in my shed tonight, and it's miserable outside. It's wet, it's cold, and dark. But I'm on my shed with my hat on, and surprisingly, it's not too cold in here now than you're working. It was cold when I first came out, but sorry. So that's the bottom half done, and the top half's over there with a taste of lacquer on it. So I can't bring that over to show you, but I'll show you back in the morning when that's dry, and I'll show you the finished piece, and then I'll get it up on YouTube, an RV video to watch. So I say cheerio for now, guys, and we'll see you in the morning. We'll pick that up there. Okay, guys, I've managed to get that a coat of sand sealer on it, and maybe better on the other camera. Let's see, that's better. So one acorn, and I made a wee stand for it. So that's my competition piece for Saturday, and it was just for a textured piece, so the top of it is textured. And it just so happened to be the demonstration last night of an Acorn Box, and it nicely finished inside, and it's just a nice size. I lost the top of that one. I was doing the grinding away, and it broke off on me, as you see in the video. So we just turned the wee stem and stuck it in. So I think it looks all right. It's all about taking part, you know. And the emphasis is on the person. It makes you want to go out in your shed. You've got a competition piece to make, and it's up to you how you go about making it. So that was mine, and it might change before Saturday. Like if an hour piece sitting in one of the boxes there for the craft fair is all packed up. So if I decide to change it, I may well do. I don't know, but that's my wee Acorn Box. So I hope you like that, and as before, as I said, I'm getting further away here because I have that on Zoom, you see. So, guys, thanks very much for coming over and watching. And if any of you are in Ireland, down south there, Nick Geiger is coming to us on the 10th of December for an all-day demo. The cost is £50. It's an all-day, and you will receive a sandwich Christmas lunch. Don't ask me what that means. It's Christmasly, so it's probably turkey and sandwiches or something like that there. Also, he's staying over for a couple of days to do one-on-one courses. If you're interested in that, contact the Woodshed. They're taking. He's doing 2 classes. I'm not sure the dates. I think it's the 8th and the 9th of December. You need to phone the Woodshed and check on that, and the price on that, because I don't know. He's a maximum of 8 spaces for each day. So if you're interested and you live in Northern Ireland or Ireland and you fancy going and even coming up for the day and seeing Nick Geiger, he won't be home that often. He's now in America living, so it's just by chance we got him. We were to have him last year, and with COVID and stuff, and it didn't happen. So we're getting in this year, and so guys, thanks very much for watching, and I will see you soon. Big tactic at the minute, and making stuff for craft fairs. They all start next week. First one starts on Thursday evening, and then Saturday, and then the following Saturday after that, and then the last one is in December. So if I have any stuff left, wishing. So guys, thanks very much for coming over and watching, and if you're interested in any of those things I was talking about, with the demos and the hands-on course with Nick Geiger, contact the Woodshed and Temple Patrick. Linda will be able to tell you all the details of the much it cost and what date's on. And it's just not. I remember reading it, but I can't remember. I think it was the 8th and the 9th. We have them on the 10th, so I think it's the Wednesday and the Thursday before he does our demo day, which is in the 10th. So I think that's the way of it. So if you're interested in doing that, contact them and they'll sort you out. Okay, guys, all the best, and I'll see you soon.